Wholeness, infinite waters flowing through you. I'm Poindexter. This is Tarot on Dex, and I do this from the heart, from the soul, from the street. So if you think I'm here to play around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started because you know we dominate these time constraints. And let's start off with one of our favorites. Two of our favorites combined into one. And let's see what comes out from this one. Just a little bit of fun. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path of the greatest good. Let's get some shuffles. I hope you're having a very powerful, positive, and productive experience. Reminder, my intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. And I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I'm landing in. So if I'm saying something that helps, y'all tap into it and turn up. If you're ever interested in a private and personal session, you can always check out the website, www.tarotondex.com. Also, there's a link tree if you're looking to get in touch with me. The link tree is /tarot on Dex, okay? Be aware there are a lot of impersonators, but trust that I can never be duplicated, okay? Let's go. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for the divine collective? What do you need to know most to walk the highest path out here for your greatest good? I'm a little bit already kind of like not really fucking with it. I'm going to pull some more cards before I make a decision, but it just feels like after someone realized that they weren't going to, it's like ain't shit in the streets, like they weren't going to be able to find something better than you out in the world and they want to come back. Bounce back energy is out here with rebound. I'm a little bit apprehensive, like no thank you, right? They recognize your real and realize your worth in the beginning, but they want to come back around, almost like a revolving door, or there's this underlying expectation that you'll always be there. Energy we were kind of tapped into yesterday was you at your beck and call. These people expecting you to just be able to at any given moment, whenever they call, whenever you call me, I'll be there. I'll be around. Is this type of energy I can't let go. This is what, like, first of all, now we finna have to have this long ass dissertation. And a lot of times when you have to have long ass dissertations and give explanations about how the next person's supposed to be acting, you ain't their mama. You're not raising them. They showing you how they are. They showing you what their natural way of life is, And you're like, well, if you change, that's a big red flag for me. Cause love a person for who they are, not who you want them to be. And if who they are is not who you want them to be, you can still love them, but they not for you. Okay, boom. I ain't gotta go past that. But I know y'all like details and shit, so let's do it, right? So now, we're going to have this long-ass dissertation about rebound, bounce back, I can't let go. If you want me, then treat me right. But though, that's what this feel like. Shit, hello? This ain't nobody first go round. You ain't breaking their virgin. Hustle mode energy is out here. They want that job. They show up at the job, they show up 15 minutes early. They might even they bought some fucking coffee. See, it's 2 cups of coffee right there. Right? It's this type of energy. But then when it comes to a relationship, all of a sudden they turn into a fucking 5th grader. And you're supposed to be like, okay, Tinky Winky. Okay, Dipsy. Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Love the person for who they are, not who you want them to be. Is this what you want? It's simple. We make shit harder than it gotta be. Give me some more energy. If you like it, fuck it, I love it. Hell, that's what you want? Hey, baby, who am I? You heard me? Influencer status. That's what you like, you can get a whole lot of that. It's somebody who's willing to give you all of that on repeat. If that's what you want. It's easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But if you feel like you deserve more, then having boundaries around this is going to be your most powerful path forward. I mean, if you want more. Unless you want more, but you're willing to accept this, and that's a whole other conversation. Make a choice. Well, I tell you, I just work here. I tell you, I just work here. Give me some more energy. Ghosting, right? Because this is a fucking lifestyle for this person. Retirement goals, as I'm saying. This is this person status quo. This is their modus operandi. Do you understand what I'm saying? They gonna ghost your ass again. Then when they feel like recognize that they can't find shit that compared to you out and nothing that makes them comfortable, nothing that makes them feel, they gonna say, oh, let me see if I can go back over there where that good ass energy at and see if I can get him a sob story and get some more of that. This is what I'm tapped into. So you like the cycle, you like the merry-go-round. You ain't ride at the ride at the fucking fair and it stick you to the wall. That bitch stick you to the wall and get to spinning around this motherfucker. You like that kind of shit. Now you don't like it when I say you like that kind of shit, but you like that kind of shit though. You know the signs and synchronicities and shit. You want to be stuck to the wall spinning around and shit on the other motherfucking at the motherfucking county fair. Hell. Learn, listen, baby, look. I love you. It is what it is. You like it or you don't. You don't like it, leave it alone. You like it, then get you some more. Now, if you want this to be a recurring energy in your life for this person who you love very much and who actually loves you very much, but they can't seem to create any stability in this area of their life. They got a house, they got a car, they got a good job, they got a career, but for whatever reason, when it comes to relationship, they just can't seem to get it right. Oh, like fuck all of that. They know what the fuck they doing. Trust me. And when you accept and acknowledge that, life you can get closer to what you actually desire. Unless this is what you desire. And I'm not a fucking judge. If this is what you desire, then get it then, baby. Shit, lesson learned. There was some shit in my life that I like that people don't think I should like. And I still like it. I don't want that fucking apple. I'm sorry, God. I don't want the fucking water. Give me some liquor. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that fucking apple. Fuck you in that apple. Give me the cupcake, bitch. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress, but shit, at least I know my shit. At least I know what my shit is. I'm a work in progress. Judge me. Go ahead. But I know what my shit is. I know I'm going to pick that cupcake. I already know that. And so I could go to God and say, God, you know, I got a problem with cupcakes. I need your help, Lord. Whereas it'll be difficult for you to even go to God and ask God for support in your choices that you're making because you won't even admit and acknowledge that you don't want that fucking apple. You don't want it. Get your fucking hands off me. I'm just You don't want that fucking apple. Get your fucking hands off me. You gotta admit and acknowledge and go ahead and accept and agree with it, baby. Say, Lord, that's how you gonna get to God calling on Lord. You say, Lord, I know I don't need no more motherfucking cupcake. Lord, I don't need no cupcake. Lord, God help me. Then God help you. He will. It's the Lord, the Most High. Shit, it's like you get that cupcake out of here. But if you ain't acknowledging that you tempted by the cupcake, God say you got it. You got it, then player. Go ahead. You got it. Unhand me, heathen. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Huh? Who said that? God's favorite. Unhand me. Angels, archangels. That's you. They know better. All right. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. That wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message? What is the most important message for my divine collective? Gratitude. The universe is mental. I'm trying to find a way to explain it. In my mind, they showed me witches and warlocks. And a lot of times, the devil is looking for you to commit a sin so that they can take the evidence of that sin to God. If you think of heaven, and it's like court. It's ran a lot like court, right? Like when you go to court, you got to go up to the judge, you got a prosecutor, you got a defending, you got the person who be in charge. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. It's just like that. Jesus is supposed to be your attorney. You heard that when you went to church, right? Jesus is your lawyer. Jesus is your defender. So whatever the enemy try to put against you, you say, oh no, I'm covered by the blood of Christ. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. So how witches and warlocks, how are they included in that? Well, they create conditions. You know how I say create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance? Witches and warlocks tend to create conditions that promote angst, fear, doubt, worry, confusion, those types of lower vibrational energies. They're not necessarily doing anything to you, but they're creating conditions that will affect your psyche because we said in the beginning the universe is mental. And then what happens is you'll either think it or you'll say shit like, man, fuck this. I'm tired of this fucking shit. These stupid. You get to saying, you get to in your brain, the universe is mental. So in the universe, you get to you sending all it's like meteor storms. It's equivalent to meteor storms. You just in your brain, right? Now, have they done anything? Have they touched you? No, they just created conditions that allowed a certain thought form to come into your mind. Now, this is what this is about, right? So, when you start saying thank you to God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, even in difficult circumstances, then where the witch thought it was going to be a meteor storm in the universe because they were allowing you to kind of create your own problems, pour your own poison, then you begin to pour healing. You're pouring serums. You're pouring health over these issues. That's what this is. If you can learn to control that aspect of yourself that tends to be reactive, and reactive in a way where you know about controlling your thoughts, you know about affirmations, you know about incantations, but in the heat of the moment, though, you know how in the heat of the moment, like, no, fuck that. You know? That is where the witch is winning. This is what I'm tapped into. Soul lovers energy is out here. And when you can control that aspect of yourself, you can attract limitless prosperity. You got to be thankful for even the difficult situations and circumstances. That's going to be your most powerful path forward. Parents energy is out here with emotional. I didn't want to say it, just blame it on your mom and daddy like that, but you know, it's the environmental stimuli, subconscious programming. Our subconscious programming happens 0 to 8. By the time you 8, your subconscious programming is solidified. And if you aren't aware of the capacity that you have to reprogram and you're not constantly, updating the software, so to say, then these subconscious programs affect you in your adult life. So your most powerful tool at this time, Divine One, is to recognize and realize, don't worry about what a bitch looking at you. Yeah, you're going to feel like you look weird in the beginning. Yes, when you start winning, ask anybody who's winning. Ask any competitor. Ask any athlete. Ask any singer. Anyone who's doing well in business. Say, when I first started doing what I had to do to get to the next level, it felt weird. It felt awkward. I thought people was looking at me. But the fact that they kept going is what take them to the next level. I like this energy. I like this energy a lot. I just feel like the biggest obstacle that you're facing at this time is understanding that the power of your mind is not a joke, but not controlling it. They watching me. Give a fuck, bitch, you finna watch me win. Yeah, you finna watch me put on this motherfucker show. Oh, they talking about me. Give a fuck, bitch. You finna have a good story to tell, motherfucker. Because I'm finna do some shit. You can't worry about that. Again, what I just said, they want to create conditions in your life that make your mind go to a different space. So you have to be in that seat of the soul, which is in control of your mind. Okay, bitch, watch this. That's what it got to be. Okay, bitch, talk about this. And as long as it's that, then that idea, that little inkling, that little, spirit that you feel, oh, this motherfucker watching me, it don't matter. And then, as a matter of fact, it's a little motivating. Okay, bitch, I got to down, set, hot. Like, bitch, I'm going to show your ass something. Beta energy is out here with victory. Heavy on and underestimated. Heavy on they don't see you coming. And that's the most powerful position to be in. Because if they don't see you coming, then how the fuck could they stop you? If they don't see you coming, how the fuck could they stop you? Access energies. I've been talking a lot about consistency being the key to opening doors, giving you access. Utilize it. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Most of the problems that's happening in your life are occurring in a subconscious plane. And when you can control that, your reaction and response, or the idea of the subconscious plane, then you're in the most powerful position. I like this. Girl, get comfortable. I'm about to do something you never done before. Shout out Jamie Foxx. Baby, not the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message? Rising star, 7-7, angel number. A lot this week, huh? A lot this week we've been seeing 777, the God's number. We've been talking about it all week. Enlightenment, Two of Cups energies out here. Underlying the energy feels like there was a lot of coordinated efforts where people like the enemy of my enemy is my friend were working together to try to stop you from getting something. Something that's coming towards you. It's a contract. It's so intermingled energetically. I can't tell if it's love or money, and it might be both. Like, you meet somebody and you become well acquainted with them, whether it's platonically or romantically, and they just start teaching you about business acumen, teaching you about investments. Whatever this connection is, this acquaintanceship is, or relationship is, grows into something profitable. That's what this feels like. 7 of Cups energy is out here. 7 of Cups with the 2 of Cups is 9 Cups. 9 Cups is because you were focused and heavily focused on your personal fulfillment. 5 of Wands energy is out here with the Hierophant. And this to me feels like, God, if this is what you have for me, then let it be for me. That's such a powerful prayer, incantation. God, if this is what you have for me, then let it be for me. Because meanwhile, here go so-called enemy, so-called adversary scrambling. 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups, trying to figure out how to stop you from getting what's yours. This is what God has for you. So any person on this planet that say, I'm so motherfucking high and mighty, fuck God plans, the creator of the universe, I'm going to do something that's going to stop what God got for this person coming through. You need to let them go through with it. Let's watch it. It's going to be comical. We should watch them think up there. Sit up there and think they're going to stop something. This is somebody, being like God is shaking their ass. The universe is just grabbing their ass up and like yoking them, like Debo in their ass, trying to stop, because they in somebody else's business. They trying to stop you from getting what God has for you. So I think that's going to be your most powerful tool at this time. To when you want something or when you're going for something, take the pressure off. Take the limits 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 off. Take the pressure off. Say, God, if this is what you have for me, then let it be for me. That means you can't even fuck it up. You can't even fuck it up. Divination energy is out here. Hierophant energy is out here with the 7-7 because it's God's plan. It's a part of God's plan and purpose for you. This is what I'm tapped into. Give me 3 more cards out here. Yeah, I see a bunch of motherfuckers coming together. They scrambling. And as long as you just focus on what God got for you, God gonna handle your lightweight. We used to say that in middle school, high school. God, you gonna handle my lightweight. God got your back. God gonna handle your lightweight. I tell you, because I just work here. I be having case studies over and over again, similar energies. I be knowing how to tell about it. Baby, who this hidden enemy is getting run through the ringer. They're being run through the ringer in regards to you. And the only thing you need to do moving forward, if you're unsure about how you should move and when you should move, you trust your instincts. And before you make an action or take a step, you say, God, if this is what you have for me, then let it be for me. And watch the power of God flow in, around, and through you. This card make me feel like, beam me up, Scotty. Don't it look like the UFO film just lift her up and she just gonna float? Is this type of energy. House, stability, security, what's yours. If somebody tried to keep something from you, if they tried to put you out of a house, if they tried to keep you out of inheritance, don't you turn to the right or to the left. You stay focused on what God has for you, and God handles all of that shit. 9 of Cups energy is out here with surprise and Earth Angel. And in the midst, like as it's going on, the whole time people are remembering, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. People hear that shit and they still lay around there and try to go do some fuck shit. People know these things as much as you know them, and they still feel like, oh, I'm going to go all off and do some fuck shit, okay? That's on everybody. Nice guy energies out here. Somebody who was smiling in your face, but doing some fuck shit behind your back is being drugged through the ringer. They might not be letting you know, but you might not be talking to somebody that's probably going through some financial issues and they tried to keep a house from you. They probably about to be homeless. That house that they probably tried to keep from you, they probably couldn't even fucking keep it. Tower card, hidden enemy, because what God has for you, it is for you. Don't worry about some of these things, some of these intuitive nudges that you're getting about what's rightfully yours. Just know that as long as you stay on course. What God has for you will come to you. And through the hand of God, it'll be like you won't even have to get up out of your chair. You won't have to go out of your way or do nothing extra. It'll just fall in your lap. And the money that you need, the resources that you need, the lawyers, or like they say, you don't know nobody, the people that you need to know, all of that shit will come to you effortlessly because you know God. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let me know how this is resonating for you. I really appreciate your time, your energy, your love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Is it the bonnet? Take the bonnet off. Is it the bonnet? Let's see. Now, what I like to do when I first take my bonnet off, but I like to use some spray, but I don't think that's possible right now because the spray not in here. But yeah. Is it the bonnet? Do we need to get some more readings for the collective before we do the elements? Ever grateful for you like the bonnet? I thought the bonnet was coordinated very well with the black on black on black. But you know, sometimes Shantae, people be a little pretentious. Oh, you can't teach me anything because the bonnet. Like, I could never learn from someone who wears a bonnet in public. What? Like, bitch. Not a bonnet at the grocery store. Bitch, I like that bonnet. I think it's kind of cute. Whatever, people be like that for real. I could never take advice from someone who's wearing a bonnet. Like a murder mystery or some shit. Her and her friends had on their bonnets in the airport. Oh my God, no. Like, what the fuck? But that's how it sounds to me when people be talking to me and they be like, you know I'm a little crazy because that's how it sounds to me. Because sometimes I'm real borderline, I'm real fringe, so sometimes people misconstrue me as being like a little bit pretentious or whatever it is like that. That must be what it be like for white people who not racist, and then the racist white people try to talk to them and they're like, oh shit. But either way it go, it's like that with me with pretentious people, and I be hearing they're like, oh no, they're bonnets. It's really dramatic to me. Oh. If my life wasn't a movie, I was gonna make it that way. Oh no, they're bonnets, and the baby's crying. Like the babies be crying sometimes. It's okay. They want me to hold a baby for you, ma'am. I thank you. I got you. Whatever. Let's see. Living rent free, bro. It's crazy why we had this whole ass bonnet conversation. Because when I tell you in somebody's head you are living rent free, bro, this is somebody who want to know why you don't think about them or care about them as much as they care about you. It could very well be conversations such as, oh, like, people worry too much about how you do what you do. You know what I mean? We were talking about the bonnet situation, so it feels so relevant. Like, why the fuck do you give a fuck if I got a bonnet on? Okay, be bougie, be classy, be rich girl, right? I love that for you. But bitch, I'm finna wear my bonnet and my motherfucking slides. Is this type of energy, right? Like, truthfully, there's something about your freedom. Like, a lot of times, in my experience of people who tend to be very pretentious, I guess is the right word, they did everything right. They did everything correctly. And despite, you might look at them and see that materially they have success, they're miserable. Like they can't say what they want to say. They can't really go where they want to go. They can't hang out where they want to hang out. If you put on Sexy Red, how they bet not jam to it because it's like that type of energy. And so this is something about your personal freedom, something about your ability to make decisions and move in the ways that you want to move. That's you living in somebody's head rent free. And they want you to be like, in order for you to have success, like in order for you to pay your bills, in order for you to be able to take care of your kids, they want you to have to live in the same prison that they feel like they have to live in. Because for this person, what you see as material success is a prison for them. Better love of energy is out here. There's a lot about your freedom, about the freedom that you get to choose, kind of how you want to, the persona that you want to present in life, where this person feels like they're imprisoned by, what other people think about them. Toasting energy is out here. You happy? There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of it reminds me of that lady who I can't think of her name. Was Earl and Me or something like that, or My Boyfriend Earl or something like that. But it reminds me of that lady where she had her kind of FOMO, like I'm my own person. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me how to be, and I'm going to be that way. And that's what this is about. Let's get some more energy. Promiscuous energy is out here living rent free. People want to box you in that have been boxed in their own life or in their own mind. So in their mind, certain behaviors and modalities equal certain things, right? Like you being a bonnet does not equal you being broke, not at all. That's not like a fact, right? But the thought form or the preconceived notions, right? The pretension will equal that. So they want certain behaviors to equal other things for you, so they can box you into a persona because the freedom that you exist within confuses them. This is what I'm tapped into. Fire starter energy is out here, right? They want to say you a hoe. It's a lot of people that wanted to say you fucked your way to the top, or you're the only reason why you're in the position that you're in is because of. See, this is crazy because yesterday it was you ain't know nobody. Now the only reason why you're in the position that you're in is because you was fucking somebody. Bitch, which one is it? Is this type of energy? Better lover energy is out here with toasting and promiscuous. No, what it is that you're free. You choose. You can make money this way. You can make money that way. You can decide to be root and be still and be stable, or you can decide to go on the road and get you an RV, and you can opposable thumb adaptability. You can exist in all of those environments, and they hate that. Mama's boy energy is out here. This card has been coming up a lot, and it has to do with you nurturing your own masculine energy. It has to do with you nurturing an aspect of yourself that had been wounded. And when I think of mama's boy, I think of a wounded masculine energy, right? If something masculine, we all have masculine and feminine energy, but masculine is the doer. Masculine is the protector, the provider. So an aspect of yourself that is meant for you to do, that is meant for you to be seen or be heard, was wounded. And so since you've been healing that aspect of yourself, now somebody want to say you a hoe, or you like whatever terms, it doesn't matter what words they use. They're trying to judge you because they don't understand how you have gone through everything you've gone through and still possess so much personal freedom. It's a different type of winning, right? Because if you notice this card says on top, and this man seems successful because I guess he climbed the mountain. This is not a big house. This is not a big car. This is not a fabulous career. That's not what these people use to describe real success. This man had a goal, a challenging thing that most people can't do. He put it in his mind and he did it. And that's what's on this board. And it's your capacity to overcome situations and circumstances that most people quit on. I'm not talking about those typical things. It's outside of that. It's the way that you overcame the trials or tribulations that the devil himself sent towards you, that these people are jealous of, and they think about you all the time. And they say, but, because they had these preconceived notions, but they're this, but they're that, but they're this other thing. And but God. Slow game energy is out here. And but God. Scare tactics. Because we know that slow and steady wins the race. We talked about that yesterday. And we talked about that when the enemy was trying to make you feel like little Miss Tuffet, you knew that you had nothing to be scared of. I like this energy. I feel like you live rent free in somebody's head. I feel like they're thinking about your personal freedom and trying to peg it. Like, oh, you must be a hoe. Or, oh, you must be broke. Or you're lying about something, right? They're trying to peg it. Well, how were you able to overcome these situations and circumstances? But it's because you refuse to let anybody box you in. And anything you feel like you didn't get from mama, daddy, sister, brother, environment, you giving it to yourself. That's what this feels like. Cold-blooded motherfucker. This is like, because if you think of a lizard, you think cold-blooded, right? No family, no environment. Remember, it went from you not knowing nobody to you must be fucking your way to the top. No, you're just a cold-blooded motherfucker. Adaptable, right? With the ability to adapt to many different situations. That opposable thumb is a motherfucker. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Cold-blooded. Let's do a general love. A general love. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What's the energy surrounding love right now for the divine collective? Self-indulgence. Twin flames has been coming up a lot for my collective. This card says yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement one another. For me, twin flames is mirroring. It's a mirroring type of behavior that encourages the soul of the divine one to come to become whole, to not feel like you're split up and separated into pieces, kind of like Osiris, right? All across the universe, to where your wife has to come and put you back together, but you knowing that you whole. Self-indulgence energy is out here. Focus on self, right? Like, this is about you looking into your mind's eye and asking yourself what you'd like to experience. And rather than putting that expectation onto your lover or your partner or your potential partner, you do those things yourself. That is going to make you so magnetic. That is going to make you so attractive. And that's what I see right now. I really feel like this is almost like self-indulgence or selfishness is what people would call it, could really, really make you more magnetic if you're single. And even if you're in a relationship, it can really help your partner to appreciate you more. Healing heart. There's a lot of what you expect somebody else to do at this time. You need to be doing it for yourself. And that don't mean people don't love you. That mean that people got their own shit going on right now. Passion energy is out here with karmic relationship. Not surprised to see it, because I do feel like a twin flame sometimes. A twin flame, being a twin flame don't stop somebody from being karmic. If they mirroring your behavior and you got karmic behavior, then that just mean that y'all two karmics together. Karmic twin flame or divine twin flame. And I kind of look toward more for divine life partnership. Like that term in general means more to me than twin flame. Axe energy is out here. And I'm not surprised to see it. I see karmic relationships and this idea that you need somebody else to bring fulfillment into your life. That's coming to an end. The butterfly energy is out here. And then you evolve. The phoenix, the butterfly, transformation, transmutation. Out of the ashes comes something whole, new, and even better than the before, right? Passion energies out here. There's a lot about fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. There's a lot about breaking down into nothing. There's a lot of alchemical, terms showing up here, because the phoenix and the butterfly both go through an alchemical process. What's at the bottom of the deck? And that's what leads to what I say. I prefer to see divine life partnership. I would rather see divine life partnership than to see twin flame energy. And so when you start letting go of the idea that there's somebody else in your life is going to bring you fulfillment and not you, then you can really be more magnetic to something that actually complements, or I think that's the best word, because in wholeness, nobody can complete you. They only can complement who you are. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. A quick look at finances. A quick look at finances for the collective before we get to the elements. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Thank y'all for tapping in. If you haven't already, leave me a like. Go ahead and leave me a like and share this with somebody who needs to hear these messages. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. So if I'm saying something that helps, y'all go tap that screen and share the live so we can share this love. Finances. Finances for the collective. What is that? Okay, payday. Okay. That bitch flipped and flew the fuck out of there like that. Okay, I like that shit. I like how eager. I like how eager spirit is to say, okay, rewards. Something about like you being rewarded for a promise. Like it feels like you said, God, if I do this, will you do that? Or there was like a promise, or contract. Like, okay, if I'm on my shit, if I wake up every day and pray, da 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 da, rewards. Selling energy is out here, rewards, and this ain't like money that you expected, right? Like this ain't money that you know you got coming in, that you've budgeted. This is something unexpected coming towards you. Finances are increasing. I like this energy, especially for the collective. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's payday. Okay, she said it's literally payday. But this is something. Okay, yeah, payday. That's cool. Selling in reverse. But nah, it's something that you didn't expect. It's a gift. Like let's say you and your homegirl go shopping and she buy you something. Boom. It's something like, okay, I wasn't counting this money. I didn't budget this money in. Follow up energies in reverse. It's not something that might be recurring. It's not something that's gonna be over and over again. It's like a little reward for something, some promise, some spiritual agreements. Like let's say you were fasting. Let's say you said, I'm not gonna eat out for whatever it was, like that, right? Let's say that your spirit team is like, yeah, we did the performance evaluation, and we see now that you can have this little bonus. That's what this feels like. There's a bonus coming in for the Divine Collective that really can help to relieve you from debts in your life. That's what this feels like. It's not anything that was already a part of your budget. It's something unexpected, and it has to do with. This is for people who God said, okay, if you wake up every morning at 5 a.m., whatever it was, it's something like you and God. I need to stop eating pork. Okay, as long as I don't eat pork. It's like that. God said, don't make them children catch the bus, drop them off from now on. You say, okay, God, if I make a way to drop them off, then it's a reward that come with that. That's how this feels to me. Loan approved. Like I said, shopping. It's not what you budgeted. It's something extra. It's surplus. And it's because of obedience. That's what this feels like. Cryptocurrency. You did what God told you to do. You feel like you ain't had the money, but you still invested into cryptocurrency. You still started to stop. Whatever it is like that is paying off. I like this. Right? And what's happening is you're starting to recognize and realize that the way you think you have to work hard, or you have to be under stress and strain in order to get money, you're starting to awaken to other ways to overcome financial constraints. That's what this feels like. Internship. This is just the beginning, and you're learning. And a lot of you who feel burdened and inundated, stressed and overwhelmed about having to like clock in or be on somebody else's clock, or be under somebody else's rule, is what it feels like. That shit is coming to an end. And there's like let's say you started what is it? Affiliate marketing. And you only been doing it a little bit. You just wanted to check it out just to try to see what it was. And then you get this motherfucking $500 deposit in your account. You wasn't expecting. You say, oh my fucking God, you go check the motherfucking account. You say, okay. You say, oh, I get to pay this little thing off, right? You say, oh, this is actually viable. You start to see something that maybe was a hobby or just a little, let me just see what it'll do. Let me test it. Actually is viable. And then you begin to do your research on that. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let's get some messages for the collective. I think they do have different tiers. I do think that the membership has different tiers. Learning how to, or like really, really meditating on how to like give back to my subscribers, in a way that's palpable, in a way that's like beneficial, not just a reading all the time. So, but yes, there are tiers. But I got some ideas up my sleeve that might not work for everybody because I don't know, but I'm thinking about it for sure. I got some ideas up my sleeve. Somebody crypto about to hit, somebody's stocks are about to hit, somebody's affiliate marketing is about to skyrocket, somebody's website, somebody's Etsy page. It's that type of shit. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to do that much. Type of energy that it does more than you expected. Somebody's going to start going live more often because they got gifts and they got the deposit from the gifts from going live, and they say, oh, it was so easy. It reminds me of the ice cream. Ice cream so good. And how everybody got on that little kick when they were just, everybody was AI on the internet. It's that type of energy. We're going to start off with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 4 of Cups. Energy is the first card out. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. 4 of Cups. Energy is out here with the 8 of Swords. The presence of God comes with the peace that surpasses all understanding. And this feels like a trickster spirit. How do trickster spirits work? Well, they will make you feel like you missed out on something. Let's say you want a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, it doesn't matter. Let's say you suffer with the spirit of loneliness, and you're getting rid of the spirit of loneliness. Four of Cups, Eight of Swords, right? And then you think about relationships in your life, and a thought comes upon you. Thought forms, right? A thought comes upon you, and it's like, that's why you should have stayed with your ex, because your ex, at least they showed up for you. At least your ex was there. Yeah, it's like a trickster spirit, because disregarding all of the trouble, all of the reasons why you put an X on something, right? That trickster spirit will make you think, when you're thinking about how your family wasn't supportive of you or whatever it is, right? They'll bring up that. That's a trickster spirit. How do you know? God does not give us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and of sound mind. So when you think about that person, do you feel powerful? Do you feel love? Do you feel sound mind? Now you think about that person and we say, well, yeah, they was there for me, but this, but that, but this, but that. You get to remembering all the shit they did. Four of Cups energy is out here with the Eight of Swords. So it's like being able to identify. Queen of Swords energy is out here with the Queen of Swords. Bitch, you got me tripped out. You know, I've been combining decks lately. Queen of Swords energy is out here with the Queen of Swords, right? One of them was upright, one of them was in reverse, irregardless of thing. Nine of Swords or Ten of Swords energy is out here, right? Like, it's trickster spirits that's making you second guess or reconsider some things. And how do you identify a trickster spirit? Well, how does it make you feel energetically? Do you feel powerful, loved, or of sound mind? Or are you remembering all of the fuck shit that person did, how they made you feel, and you're like, you want me to go back to that? That's a trickster spirit. Give me some more energy for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Five of Cups. Five of Cups with the Four of Cups is Nine of Cups. Because the divine is always going to try to get you to see that right where you are, the present moment is a gift. And with the present moment, whatever it is that you'd like to manifest, you have the capacity to. Five of Cups energy is out of the Four of Cups. The trickster spirit gonna make you think it's something that you should have did yesterday or something that you can't do till tomorrow. That's the difference. Give me some more energy out here. The Magician card energy is out here. And in that, when it takes your mind, the trickster spirit, to yesterday or tomorrow, it takes the power away from today. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, there's a lot of power in your mind right now. Seven of Cups energy is out here, and there's an attack on it. Spiritual warfare. Trying to get you to make you feel like you should have did something different yesterday, or maybe what you have planned for tomorrow is not right. And your most powerful path forward is to be present. And if a person, place, thing, or idea from your past does not make you feel like you sound at peace with a decision, then that's not what God got for you. And if you don't feel at peace with anything that's coming, then don't feel hasty or angst to move to it. Be grateful for this moment right now and ask yourself what you can do to create conditions that you actually desire, that actually will bring you peace of mind, peace of land, peace of property. Understand what I'm saying? 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 10, 10, 10, angel number. I like this energy. I want you to be present. I want you to recognize the power of your presence, because that's what's being assaulted at this time. You got trickster spirits that want you to think you did something wrong in the past, or want you to think that you're about to do something wrong tomorrow, and the only thing you can do is right now what you need to do right now today. And when they put your mind in the future, or when they put your mind in the past, they're taking away your power from the present. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I am so grateful for you. I appreciate your time, the energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. We get a message for Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Listen, you got to watch your mouth. Huh? You got to watch your mouth. You got life and death in the power of the tongue. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you a wordsmith anyway. You already an intellectual. That shit that you be saying be coming to pass, bro. It might not happen a day after you said it. It might not happen the same year. Hell, but when you get to saying shit and you say it with a little emphasis, a little feeling behind it, bitch, that shit come true. Then you lay around there and say all kind of crazy shit about people. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you're going to have to watch your mouth right now. You gotta watch your mouth, because you feel like, oh, well, if I'm talking about this person, or if I'm talking about that person, cool, right? No, because you got billions of cells in your body that catch on to that frequency first. Before the energy is sent to the person, you gotta know that your body can withstand that type of energy before you can send it out to another person. That's why we say it ain't no rules, but it is levels to this shit. If you gonna speak something over somebody, want me to tell you some real magic. Say, God, whatever they need to go through, so they can understand what you got for them, let them go through it. Don't wish nothing of your own personal volition on the person because you're inviting karma into your life. Just say, you know what, God, let them go through what they need to go through. I just wish that God give you everything you want so you can recognize what you need. Now you done really put somebody through some shit because they finna have to go through what they need to go through so they can realize that their thinking is off. It is not anything you put on them. It's what already was what God had planned. This is what I'm tapped into. Watch your mouth. Forward comes energies out here. And it's been coming up a lot for the collective, but showing up specifically for you, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and that baiting you. Fishing, right? Saying little stupid ass shit, doing little dumb ass things to try to get you to say something. I tapped into that energy earlier in one of the collective readings where I'm gonna just do all of this shit to try to, send these meteors in your mind, right? So that now you thinking, oh man, fuck this, oh man, fuck that, and you can't really be in your mind like, thank you God, thank you God, thank you God, thank you God, as you should be. Spiritual warfare and attack on your mind, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you already like mentally like that, right? Like you be in your mind a lot. There's a lot about, how you think, your creative aspects, your intellect. A lot of it happens in that cerebral space, and you are in control of it. Yeah. Kia. Hey, Key. Yeah. God, let your will be done. This person is trying to come against me. Let your will be done so they can see why that's not the best thing for them to do. Change a person's life. I mean, one time I told somebody, because they know my mouth don't quit. I told the person, I say, you're going to get just what you deserve. I say, in the name of God, and I said Jesus, but I say, in the name of Jesus, you're going to get just what the fuck you deserve. They got mad at me. Listen, ain't talked to me since that day. I ain't lying. Ain't said a word to me since that day. I ain't said nothing mean. I said, you just gonna get what you deserve. Bitch, they got mad at me. 5 cups to 4 cups is 9 cups. You need to be aware. Queen of Swords energy is out here of the power of your tongue. You need to be more conscious and intentional about how you're using your tongue. Queen of Swords. Knight, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because either you're opening up doors, portals to power, or you're closing them down. You're shutting that shit down. This is what you need to know. Magician card heavy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini showing up for you. And what's that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy we just came out of? The Chariot energy is out here. The 5 of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. So if you're going to say something, if you're going to use your gift, talk yourself into abundance. Don't worry about them people. Talk yourself into prosperity. Talk yourself into peace. Talk yourself into love. Don't talk about them. Don't even let them hold no space. Remember that card? Holding space in your mind rent free. Don't even let them hold no space in your mind rent free. None of your words, now that we know how powerful they are, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, none of your words need to be about the next individual. Understand what I'm saying? That's going to be your most powerful path forward. Ace of Pentacles. I've been seeing the Ace of Pentacles a lot. The 9 of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you showing up heavily in your energy. Don't give these witches no space in your mind rent free. Because if they got 7 of Swords, because if they got some space in your mind rent free, they can't be rent free. You know what I mean? If they got some space in your mind, you got to pay for it. Okay? This is prime real estate. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps out. A 3-bedroom in New Orleans. I think it was in New Orleans, like Garden District or some prime location. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, no backyard, little bit of front yard. That been with like 1.9 million. I couldn't even get mad at it. I had to say thank you, God. I just thank you, Lord. I say, oh, thank you, Lord. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. What is say? Let it come to me, Lord. Let it come to me abundantly and swiftly. All right. So we did Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Who we got next? Let's go Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is a justice card, but I feel like whatever the opposite of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini would be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. My pussy comes out late at night. Night out. Night out. Just like what she said? Did she say just like a thief comes out at night? My pussy comes out late at night. Night out. Night out. Justice card energies out here. I feel like like the police or some justice system or some authority figure, but it's at night. Like what? It's like people who watching you being watched. This is for somebody, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that you might feel like people are watching you and people are overly involved in your business, period, point blank. Especially like doing things in and around your home, in and around your neighborhood, maybe even like trying to locate you or whatever it is like that. I've been getting a lot of energy about wanting to know your address, or what they say, they want you to address something so they can know where you stay at on the subject. That's what they keep giving me this download, right? Justice card energies out here. But what I see is in the night hours when like night watch, in the night hours when they feel like you're asleep and you're unprotected and you're most vulnerable, there are entities, energies, powers, principalities that are looking over you. And it could be like you might even have the police passing by your house, right? Or something like that. Just making sure. That's what this feels like. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, or you should, if you feel like you need to make a police report about something, even if you feel like, well, it's only what I'm seeing, it's only my speculation, you still need to let somebody know, because that could be a protector, a protective layer. Ten of Cups energy is out here with the Justice card. I see you and your family being protected. Something about at night. Justice card energy is out here with the Ten of Cups. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is a very benefic energy. There's a lot of what's coming to you, what's for you. Justice card, contracts happening in your favor. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. Personal fulfillment. This is like fulfillment in your personal life, you know. Money is involved in that, and having a healthy career is involved in that, because you have to have those things in place in order to be able to go home and have a sense of peace. Strength card energies out here, right? So you got two major arcanas and a Ten of Cups. This is very, 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 very benefic energy. A card fell on the floor. Seven of Wands energy is in reverse. I think that somebody thinks that you're vulnerable and unprotected, but I see a layer of protection here that could be coming from something higher than you. Hold on. Page of Pentacles energy is out here with the Seven of Wands. I guess the thing is, there has to be something going on. Stalking or some type of spiritual attack, right? That's happening for this Justice, Ten of Cups, Strength card to even be here. Seven of Wands energies in reverse with the Page of Pentacles. That's somebody wondering why they shit not working. This is somebody who's like, you remember how on Looney Tunes, like let's say one of the characters had one of them Acme bombs and they tried to make it go off? Like this gives me that this deck that has the Wile E. Coyote, because you know how he would push the button when the Roadrunner was there, but the bomb wouldn't go off. Then he would go and inspect the bomb, and then it'd go off in his face. That's how this feels to me. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, so we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? Nobody is getting away with fuck shit that they doing to you. That's what's on this board. People are investigating to find out why. What I told you, 9 wands. That's the 9 of wands in this card, in this deck. That's that Wile E. Coyote card. 7 plus 2 wands is 9 wands. I really feel like it's somebody that their magic or their negative intentions are blowing up in their face. If they had some type of narrative, if they so-called set you up. Like this, like a certain 9 of wands is behaviors. They were literally doing something. Maybe even encouraging other people with the 7 of wands in reverse at some point in time to do something, and all of that shit is blowing up in their face. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a benefactor, right? This is somebody who's giving, abundant, generous. 6 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles. Over time, 7 angel number. This person saying, like let's say this person was saying this person is stealing from people and they was on some Robin Hood kick. Like, let's work together to bring this person down. The more people evaluate you and study you, they realize you're not stealing anything from anybody. If anything, you give out of the abundance that you have, right? You share. You're not a typical rich person, right? You're a giver. You're a helper. You're a philanthropist. 6 of Pentacles energy is out here with the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. I like this energy. I feel like things are working out in your favor, and people who have been literally operating against you, not half-assed. I'm talking about they was doing shit, filing paperwork, trying to block your money, trying to ruin your reputation actively. Some of these people even had people working together with them, creating fake accounts, stalking you, pursuing you, harassing you. It was literally, I'm talking to somebody who was literally being harassed by a group of people, baby. This justice is working out in your favor. Rules, laws, like ordinances are changing in your favor. This is what I'm tapped into. 2 of Swords energy is out here where this is like, I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I'm see. There are people who were blind to the truth of you, to the generosity, to the abundance, right? To your true intentions that now can see. That's what this feels like, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Heavy on somebody who was like actively coming against you. You know, now people don't want to work with this person no more. 1010 angel number. There's like a release or a relief. Like, let's say you will find it difficult getting into relationships or finding companionship and connection. You're going to find that happens more easily now. Let's say money was blocked and you had constraints around your finances. It's difficult for you to get a job. Almost like something was on your background that you didn't know about, right? You're going to find that flows more easily because energetically, what this person was sending to you is blowing up in their fucking face. That's what this feels like. And look at them. Just trying to look at it, try to figure out why it didn't work. Try to figure out why it didn't work when they know they made up a lie in the first place. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. There's also this underlying message of justice, like the justice system, like powerful people, authoritative people, you know, being involved in like watching or knowing or being aware and silently, you know, making a decree, silently saying you can't do that. No, you cannot do that to them. That type of energy. Save the best for last, face ass. We did Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the most important message? What is the most important message? Capricorn, thank you. Emperor card in reverse. The Emperor card has been showing up a lot. There's a lot of take control, take authority. It's showing up in reverse. It could indicate that you're reluctant to. It reminds me of Moses because God is giving you power or like authority over something, and it's like maybe there's a better person for the job. It's like something in yourself that God is developing that maybe you feel like, are you sure, God? Is this for me? Give me some more energy. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So thank you. Five of Swords energy is out here. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. There's an opportunity for coming from divine hands, a part of your purpose. A lot of time, excuse me, birth confirmation. A lot of times we think we only have one purpose, or we think, you know, we only have one gift. To me, what this feels like is something coming out of you that had to grow. It's like, you know how there are some flowers or some plants, and you might think that it doesn't have a flower because you've never seen the flower on the bush or whatever it is like that. But once a year or rarely, like under certain conditions, then it has a beautiful flower on it. You've seen that? There's something that's coming out of you, Emperor in reverse, that it had to come through. You had to develop it. Maybe you felt like this is my purpose. This is my thing. I'm supposed to be a cook. I'm supposed to be a athlete, whatever it is that you feel like. And then because of your dedication and your commitment to that craft, it's being taken to another level. So let's say you've always been a player on the team and now Spirit is moving you into coach, right? Because one day you're going to be the commissioner. And maybe you feel like I was always just supposed to be the player. I'm a player. I'm a great player. And don't even realize and recognize that you're more than that. That's what this feels like to me. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Five of swords with the three of swords. And eight is eight of swords. So there's hesitancy. There's delay. Like I said, it reminds me of Moses. God said, go let my people go. Moses said, let me go get Aaron, because Aaron will be better at this. And that's how this feels. Five of Pentacles energy is out here. Five of Swords, right? You got a lot of negative thoughts right now in regards to something. And it's like, if you believe it's possible, then it is. And if you believe it isn't possible, then it is. So which do you believe to be true about you? Five of Swords energy is out here. The Five of Pentacles. It's a difficult situation. Three of Swords for sure. But is this a difficult situation to be your ending? Or is this a difficult situation that God is using to show you your strengths? That's what this feels like to me. King of Cups energy is out here with the Hierophant, right? The Emperor and the Hierophant, too, like it's a very powerful pair to show up together. Because why? Because God called you, people elected you, and you were chosen by man. Emperor card, Hierophant energy, King of Cups. I see extenuating, I see a lot of arguments. I see financial constraints, and I see somebody second guessing their power in their head. And that is a lot of energy to kind of have to deal with at once. But I feel like it's God showing you the purpose. Like you can do more than what you feel like you can do. That's what this feels like. Give me some more energy. Two of Wands energy in reverse. But if you don't feel like you can do more than what you are currently doing, then you'll stay stuck. And it'll feel like a punishment. And sometimes we feel like God left us. That's what this feels like to me. Seven of Pentacles energy is in reverse. I'm going to give you a practical example of this, or a more palatable example. The children of Israel, 40 years. After Moses did get the people freed from Israel, he spent 40 years in the wilderness. And his lack of faith, and their doubt and lack of faith is the reason why was it like a 4-day trip? I think it might be like a 4-day trip to walk through the part of the wilderness that they would spend 40 years in. This is what I'm tapping into. Queen of Swords energy is out here. I like it. You have the capacity to overcome the situations, the challenges that you face, for swords, and pursue peace that surpasses all understanding. With that peace comes power and purpose, but I think that you don't think that this is for you. That's what this feels at Ten of Swords. And as long as you believe that, as long as you agree with that, as long as you have that subconscious programming, then you stay in the wilderness. You stay in the wilderness until you understand that the promised land is yours. The only thing you have to do is go in and conquer it. I am so grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I wish I could block you. Can I block this person? Let me try. What do you put? What do you put? What do you put? Remove. Hide user on this channel. Ah! Get your ass out of here. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Let's get a collective message. And Spirit already told me what the collective message is. They think it is all good, bitch. Either way you go. I already knew what deck I was going to use. I just need to locate it in my eye, so we can use that deck as a collective message before we. I don't want to keep you too long. I want you to get to your day. I want you to be productive. I want you to be powerful on purpose. Let me explain something to you, collective, while I'm looking for this deck. You'll set boundaries as you begin to grow in your power and in your purpose, and because you come from a place of being a people pleaser, you know that you're very specific and very intentional and very respectful about the boundaries. You're not just being overly, right? You're very intentional about the boundaries that you set. If somebody makes it a point, I don't care how they try to pretend like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. You say, this is my boundary. I like, don't cross this boundary. And then they say, oops. They didn't. They're going to say, I'm going to tell you right now what they're going to say. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. That don't matter. When somebody crosses your boundary, it doesn't matter if they didn't mean to. Because at this point where you're learning how to establish and enforce boundaries, you can't have these people who like to play mind games in your energy. Because who the fuck got time for that? We 40 years old. Let me tell you something. When you do something, and you know you're about to say something or do something that people could misconstrue, if you don't want it to be misconstrued, what you'll say, now don't take this wrong. Now, I don't want to overstep my boundaries. Usually there's a little bit of a preemptive, meaning that you know what you're about to say could be taken the wrong way. So let me let you know that I know I might be saying something, but just hear me before you get mad, right? You let a bitch know, right? So when a person crosses your boundaries, don't you ever doubt yourself or second guess yourself. They've been waiting for a moment that they felt like it was okay to see if you was going to enforce those boundaries. Sometimes they'll wait till other people get around. Sometimes they want to know if you're going to do it in front of everybody. And do it in front of everybody. Make it a show. Make it a thing. So everybody can know. You know how, back in the day we lived in the hood, they had roaches. You would kill that roach and leave him there. For the rest of them to see. Bitch, you're going to be like your cousin if you don't get your ass out of here. Huh? That's how you got to be with some people. They got a roach mentality. So when you eliminate them, do it publicly so the rest of their little roach-ass cousins can know and see. Understand what I'm saying? Well, ain't nobody got time for that. We grown. Just how I still do that. I'm not going to play with you. I'm going to tell you what you need to get down. They got some motherfucking peanut butter looking shit. It come in a tube. It come in a little tube and you squeeze it out. That's the best. Get you some of that. And you ain't going to have to worry about that no more. It come in a little tube. It's some little peanut butter looking shit. They got different brands, but that shit that come in a tube, you ain't gonna never have to worry about it. Go ahead and put them behind your tub. Put them in, behind your toilet. Go ahead and get underneath some kitchen cabinets where your laundry basket be at, where your trash cans be at. Go ahead and get it in them cabinets, your kitchen cabinet, where, anyway you keep your trash can. They all in there. Let's get a Don't let nobody play with you. When you say boundaries, and they say, "Oh, I ain't mean to," or "I didn't know," that don't matter, baby. That don't fucking matter. You done crossed the boundary. And now, because that's the type of person you are, especially if they didn't mean to, because now you telling me that's just the type of person you are, and that's just the type of shit you be doing. So now I really got to get you the fuck away from me, right? Like they saying they didn't mean to makes it better. No, they a boundary pusher. I just told you what to use. Nah, you can listen to. I live in Louisiana. We got ponds and bayous and shit. Tell me what to use. I don't know about all of that. Maybe if you got a garden or something, or you got pets and you can't use the peanut butter shit, then maybe you got to use boric acid. But I wouldn't recommend that. I told you what to use. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides said we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for my divine collective? Sacrifices. The cost to be the boss. I feel like the word sacrifice has just this frequency that makes you think, oh my God, I'm going to have to give something up. But I think the cost to be the boss makes you realize that this is what you have to give up in order to get where you really want to go. Sacrifices is paying the cost to be the boss, 10-90 ratio, right? I just said it. It's not what you have to give up, it's where you're going into. Okay, yeah, you might have to stop talking to such and such, or maybe you have to stop participating in a certain behavior. But look at this luxurious bed of roses and feathers that this lady is living in, okay? It's this type of energy. Perfect moments. And so if in order for you to experience these high vibrational things, you have to let go of some low vibrational thoughts and emotions. And that's what this feels like. And in your mind, you say, oh Lord, I have to let something go. But you really need to be thinking, where am I going to? I mean, be excited about it. Create and progress. And when I looked at this card, I saw creative process. It says create and progress, right? So there's something about your creative process, and there's like it's almost like minimalistic, right? Like let's say you're on your rough draft and you've completed your rough draft, and now you're evaluating how you want to move forward in this project, right? Your spirit team is saying it's going to be some shit that have to be taken off in order for you to have this operate and run smoothly. All of the features that you're thinking of adding to this project may not work cohesively and on brand. And that's what you need to think. It's some shit that gotta be let go so you can do other things more perfectly. That's what this feels like. Beauty sleep, right? Like you might have to put that phone down so you can get you some rest, right? You might have to let some other things go so you can research and study. That's what this feels like. But it's not what you have to let go of. It's what you're getting. The opportunity that you're getting. Boss up. Is it an 8? It's a 5. The opportunity is 535 angel number. The opportunities that you're getting when you release those things. Know your worth. The biggest obstacle that you're facing at this time, collective, is some shit you don't want to let go of. And what you don't realize and recognize is it's like the fare. FARE. Like if you're going into a train station or if you're going to an amusement park, there's a fare, there's a ticket price. And this thing that spirit is asking you to sacrifice is a fare. And what you get, it's like if you have around Christmas time, they have those like sales and you pay to get in the door and then everything inside is like a really discounted price. So you get electronics is what people usually go for. You can go in there and you can get like a PlayStation at a really reduced rate. You can get, name brand stereo equipment, but it's cheaper than it would be if you went to the store, but you have to pay to get in the door. And that's what this is. Your spirit team is saying, are you really willing to release certain things so you can get in this door, so you can get your foot in the door? It's some things, it's some weight that you have to cut off. It's some things that you need to do, some discipline that you have to have. But if you demonstrate this discipline, then you can come into connection, you can come into community, you can come into tribe. That's what this feels like. Love is in the air. I like it. I feel like I'm talking to a group of divine ones who you're willing to pay the price. You're willing to pay the entry fee to get into this networking. That's what this feels like, in touch with your body. But there are some things that you have to sacrifice. But I feel like I said, it's not a sacrifice. You're saying these are the things that you're giving up in exchange for a better life. It's not a sacrifice. These are the things that you're giving up in exchange for a better life. I am so grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to share this gift. Always my intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. If you are interested in getting a private and personal session, you can check out my website. It's www.tarotondex.com. If you are interested, you can also use the linktree / tarot and until we meet again, be powerful on purpose. I appreciate you, wholeness. Infinite waters flowing through you. Take it easy.